What's up, Womack Nostalgia? Dave here with a review of A Working Man, the action thriller film from David Ayer starring Jason Statham. This film is adapted from a book which was originally optioned by Sylvester Stallone, which is why Stallone has a co-write on this film's script alongside Ayer. And this is David Ayer and Jason Statham's second movie in as many years, following last year's surprise sleeper hit The Beekeeper. While A Working Man was not a January dumpuary release like The Beekeeper, it fits a similar mold. David Ayer's A Working Man delivers many of what you expect from a Jason Statham action thriller film, although as Jason Statham has aged, he's nearly 60 years old now, he seems to enjoy playing characters with hearts of gold and seems to like being the avenging angel. That's very much what you get in A Working Man. I think what's most fun about this movie is unsurprisingly watching Statham beat the pulp out of various goons, in this case watching him slaughter his way up the ranks of the Russian mafia around the Chicago area. Does the movie have the visual style or the creativity in its action as, say, John Wick? No, it does not. While the movie still has some charms, I do think it lacks a lot of the playfulness that The Beekeeper did. And unfortunately has a pretty convoluted plot. Ultimately, we don't spend enough time with any of the long list of villains in this movie to really get attached to any of them as antagonists. But Statham remains reliable enough for what the movie is. The movie certainly has a familiar but effective framing where Statham's character, Levin Cade, is this ex-Royal Marines soldier, now working as a construction foreman for Michael Pena and his family. When Pena's daughter gets kidnapped in a trafficking scheme, with their Russian involvement, of course, Statham, unsurprisingly, has to get back in the game. Does the movie really surprise you at any turn? No, but I do think there is some satisfying moments where he offs various characters. I just think if maybe the plot was a bit more streamlined, we would have even more satisfying payoff, because Cade just isn't really fighting against any one bad guy for all that long before he takes them out and moves on to the next one. And when there's no like really standout like set piece moment, like again what John Wick does, the like never ending slaughter gets a bit dull after a while. As for David Ayer, I mean, I don't think he's really been able to build himself back up as an intriguing filmmaker ever since the Suicide Squad debacle. Like, he's been getting by with stuff lately, like The Beekeeper, like A Working Man, but we're so far removed from the peaks of his career. Training Day, like End of Watch, like Fury, that I think we gotta see it again before we get too invested. And as for Statham, I think his more recent work with Guy Ritchie, of course, his work in the Fast series, that's been probably more enjoyable from him, doing a riff on what he always does as the kind of steely action character that he has in his bag at this point. And I think a movie like The Beekeeper just had enough fun and lightness to it that it mixed it up a little bit, whereas A Working Man doesn't quite get there. Let me know, though, what you think of A Working Man. What you like most about the movie? Let me know. And for more movie reviews, subscribe. I'll see you next time.